You are watching the Condor Pack Golok test by Inner Beast Outdoors, so don't go away. We're going to quickly go over some specs here on this Condor Pack Golok. Now, let's get to the sheath because it's the first thing that I want to talk about here. Now, Condor has very high quality leather that they use, heavy leather. So it has a nice generous welt on there, stitched and riveted. It has a swivel belt loop, but I wouldn't wear this on my belt. I would probably wear this as a shoulder, kind of over the shoulder sheath that I did with my my RTAC 2, so that it's not hanging too low, and also so that's not riding up on my waist. It's kind of free to swing. Now, my hands are wet here. Now the snaps on this are really high quality, heavy snaps here, and you pull it out like that, and you yank out the Pack Golok here. Look at that. This thing is a beast. Made of 1075 high carbon steel, 0 Scandi grind on there. It's 5mm thick at the handle and a bit of the blade itself, then tapers down to approximately 1/8 of an inch thick. This thing is super high quality. It's a great value. The handles is very comfortable. It's rounded, it's smooth, and it's made of hardwood. It has that hammered finish on there to give it kind of a blacksmith, I guess, look. See, it says made in El Salvador and Condor. Now, the blade design and the handle makes it very good for chopping. Alright, I tested this alongside my RTAC 2 felling a tree that we are going to be using for this test today, and it's fantastic. The spine on here is actually a very sharp 90-degree spine. I'm very surprised by that. I didn't expect that. They're polished, and there's a bit of a right here, and then it gets to the cutting edge. This is out of the box sharpness, by the way. Now it's very comfortable to use. I don't get any reverb. So let's get to testing. small limb here attached to it. So let's just see how it does delimbing. Real easy, real simple, real quick. This thing is not really designed for batoning. It's mainly a chopper, a small packable chopper. Let's do some batoning here. Let me get a heavier baton than that. That was kind of pitiful. Alright, here we go. We got a heavier baton. Let's get to the work. Yeah, this thing is not really a batoner. Our Tech 2 is though, so let's just keep going. I guess we already have it split. Let's see if we can do any better now. Let's put this thing through some oak. Stuff smells fantastic. Alright, so we got our kindling down. So I know I did chop down that tree. I'm not exactly proud of that. I don't really like chopping down live trees. But I'm gonna do a bit of more chopping here. So I'm just beaver chewing my way through this. Very strategic hits, very strategic hits. And there we go. I'm going to save those for the rest of the final piece of the RTAC 2 test, which I'm going to be filming here in a couple of minutes after this first impressions video. In about a week you're probably going to see the review of this pack Golok. I don't know, what have we really not covered? I mean, the knife, its intended purpose is chopping. I don't actually know if you guys can hear me because I'm on just my point and shoot camera, like one of the I'm using the video action on it because the point and shoot camera I have is waterproof, so I've been using it all winter. It doesn't have the best audio. I'm getting little to no reverb or vibration. You know, I mean, batoning with it, it hurts because of how hard I had to hit it to get it through that piece of pine initially. It's not a bad knife. 55 bucks. I would carry this. I would, if I was under weight constraints, couldn't bring in an axe, couldn't pack in an axe, I would choose something like this, or I'd choose this. The RTAC 2 is definitely up there for me. Haven't used an ungless. I want to try the Loch Nessmuck, which is basically a gigantic version of the Nessmuck knife, and it's very similar to this, very comparable to this in both price, weight, length, chopping ability. I honestly think the RTAC 2 is very comparable to this too. Not they're both designed. They're designed by different companies, and they're designed for different purposes. Our Tech 2 is more of a utilitarian, all-around kind of survival blade or woods blade. This is more of a chopping, compact chopping knife. But I'm liking this more as of right now. I have to get you back to using the RTAC 2. You have to do some special stuff with it to really make it work to the level that I want to work at. Oh yeah, the spine on here. You guys can see that, right? Another thing, I don't like feather sticks. It's good to test. That's how you test the edge, and it's it's another test of carving capabilities of the knife. But if I'm gonna actually start a fire, I might make a feather stick, but I'm only gonna make one or two to catch the flame from the initial spark. And what's gonna catch the initial spark and what's gonna create the initial flame is shavings like this that I'm just getting right now off this pine. That is outstanding. Also, shaving bark, if it can do that, it's going to get the bark off. And it wouldn't really want pine bark, I don't think. This is just a first impressions vid. It's going to be very long, I can already tell. What do I give it? I would give it, on a number scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 6. As of right now, I have to do more testing. I'm going to put a lanyard on it, maybe modify it a bit, sharpen it up. Right now, it's got a 6. That's just, what I think. Don't agree with me? Don't agree with me. I don't care. That's all for today, guys. See you next time.